Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video, guys. Oh my Lord. Welcome to the channel, guys. For all the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for liking and sharing the content as we're trying to grow this community. We are on our way to 3,000 subs. Right now, we're at 2,240 plus subscribers, and we're getting there slowly but surely. Now, I like this because this is like, how you call it, that growth process where everything is being done slowly and in the right way. We're not just getting thousands and thousands of subscribers that don't watch the content. The little subscribers we have, you guys watch the content, and I appreciate that. Now, guys, let's get down to business, right? Now, as you guys know, I'm 52 years old. I make videos about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. That is it. So this is not financial advice. So if you decide to use my ideas and my strategy to invest, you're doing it at your own free risk, as I always say. Okay, so don't blame me later on if your money go kapoof and you lose all your money. You cannot hold me responsible because I'm not the guy. Okay, guys. So let's get down to business, right? My goodness, Jesus. So today it's another bloody day. Now I have a few positions because I have 100 something positions in my Fidelity portfolio that's in the green, but we have more blood than we got turnips, you know what I'm saying, to stop the blood from leaking out. Now, guys, you can see this is like dark red, dark red, or whatever you want to call the color. Like dark. Okay, you see Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, JP Morgan, Chase. Everybody is bleeding today. Now, unlike the previous week, right? Everything was red, but the market is still down. My portfolio, right, today is almost down 50K in one day. No, I take that back. 41,000 plus in one day, right? And that's my 2 million portfolio. I'm not talking about the other portfolio. So if I combine all of my portfolio, right, that I have, I'm down like 50K, which is ridiculous. But guys, what are we gonna do? My only thing is that right now I wish I had a little bit more money to throw more money at this, right? Because the option is to hold, right? Sell a little bit to keep the portfolio alive. Now I do have positions I can sell within my portfolio that's still green, right, to keep us afloat. But how long we gonna stay afloat, right? How long we gonna stay afloat? And then what do we do? It's like crazy. Okay, let's look at the crypto market right now because the crypto market today, the meme coins are all green, right? They're pretty good. But if you go down to the month, they're kind of down, but for the hour today, they're green. Let's look at the market cap and see what's there. Everything is still kind of red, right? As far as the market cap concerned, the big boys, Ethereum is down 8%, almost 9%. XRP down 5%. Bitcoin is almost down 5%. So those are some of the things you gotta look at. And the position we invest in, guys, they kind of hold strong into Bitcoin, especially our YieldMax positions. So of course, when this go down, this gonna affect our position. But we gotta continue to do what we gotta do, and see what all of the changes going on with tariffs and all that stuff. This is what hurting our position because the market gets scared and uncertainty and all this sell off happens. So until some of this tension and tariffs thing can be taken care of, I don't know how long this gonna last, right? And this affecting a lot of things because now it's like with the portfolio continue to go down, this is gonna affect the income, right? This is gonna affect income, and we're not making enough income on the monthly basis to sustain the drop in the portfolio. So that's another problem, right? So guys, I try to be very transparent with you guys. I don't hold nothing back, right? Because this is the reason I decided to do this portfolio and share my journey because I don't want other people to make the same mistakes that I make. I want you guys to pay attention, learn from my mistakes, right? Now, the other things I can be doing to stay afloat, and I'm working on that, right? But in the meantime, between time, you guys need to pay attention, okay? So look at my portfolio today. You see, the market already closed for the day. So doing the day. So actually, I was wrong. I was only looking at the margin amount. So actually, between my two portfolios, I am down, right, close to 50 grand. That's close to 50 grand because it's 9,000 there and it's 30 something thousand on the other portfolio, my Fidelity portfolio. I'm not even adding chart swap. So between those two portfolios, I'm down almost $50,000 in one day. That is crazy. This is affecting pretty much everything. The market is freaking trash right now. Okay. Now, I don't like to talk politics because, this is not a political channel, but all of the politics is affecting how we do business. And this is our business. This is how we plan to retire early and live that life of luxury that has been affected right now. Now, you know, I'm thousand year term millionaire. Yes, I don't have enough residual cash sitting down that I can be like, you know what, I got $4 or $5 million, in other things that generated income. I don't have to worry about this little, $500,000 portfolio. No, because this $500,000 portfolio is pretty much balanced with other things that I have, get me into that millionaire status. So when the market continues to drop like this, not only affects my status from coming back down to a thousandaire from a millionaire, but it affects my income because a lot of money that is generated from here, right, are being reinvested. I don't spend the money like that, right? Even now, I think I got enough money in my Charles Schwab portfolio. We should talk about my Charles Schwab portfolio before I look at this one. I have enough income in the portfolio or enough money in that portfolio that I can say, okay, that portfolio is going to pay for my car, my Tesla, right? I know everybody hitting Elon Musk right now about Tesla and all this other stuff. I'm not in the U.S. My Tesla is sitting out in my garage. So I'm here in Colombia still chilling, living my best life. Now, if things get crazy, I can always say, you know what, to hell with it. I can still sell my house in the U.S. I can sell my condos in the U.S. Right, and take that money and throw it in back into the market. Right, or buy a couple of properties in Colombia where I like to live in different places. So if I feel like living in Bucaramanga today, I'll go there. If I feel like being in Defiance today, I can go there. And that's the lifestyle I want to live. I'm a poor man, but I want to live that rich man lifestyle. And I can't afford to do it in the U.S., but I'm damn sure can afford to do it here. And with the extra $500,000 from those properties, I can be right where I'm at right now without skipping a beat because I won't have to deal with margins no more. I can just pay off the margins, be done with that in both portfolios, and just deal with my portfolio as it is. Because I'm telling you guys, if you don't have margins, man, I know right now it'll be like, yeah, I need to give me some margins with the markets down. If I got 20 grand in my portfolio, that can get my portfolio to the next level. I mean, you can, but what happens if it's continue to go down? What do you do then? How do you put money back into your portfolio if you don't have it? So, guys, that's something to consider, right? And you can see the portfolio today margins, we down 4,000 something, right? And I believe we got until Wednesday to take care of this margins. If not, they're gonna sell off some shit in my portfolio to cover the margin. So I'm gonna have to do that myself or transfer funds to the portfolio. So we're gonna give it a couple of days. Well, today and tomorrow. We're gonna wait till tomorrow and see what happens. Looking at it and be like, okay, do I need to sell some of the stuff in the portfolio that's not paying dividend this week to cover the margin calls, and then just rob Peter to pay Paul, right? That's what we're gonna have to do now. If that's the strategy, what we'll need to do to get the portfolio to stay alive. But like I said, for how long is the term, right? So I have to be very cautious when spending or pulling money from my other account to cover these margins, or just selling portion of the portfolio to cover the margins. Okay, let me move this down here. Let me see. I didn't even look at this today. I've been busy today. I haven't looked at this at all. Now I've looked at the portfolio, but I haven't like messed around to this level. You see, so my equity in here is 30 some thousand, and my margin, which means the money that I borrow against to pay to invest, it's a 61,000. That's a big difference, right? So, and I bet you most of this stuff here is coming from this guy right here, Misty. So, uh, I've just been looking at some stuff. I'm like, you know what? I just need to throw some more money in here and pay down that margin some, right? Pay down the margin some. Eventually, get rid of the margins. I think that's the plan. So right now, with the market being down, I mean, dealing with all these margin calls, I just have to put more money in here to get rid of the margins and buy more Misty. At some point, things gonna come around, but like I said, how long? How long would it take to come around? I have some other cryptos in my other portfolios. I can sell those, but even the crypto sell, they're still down. So if I sell the crypto, I might have to sell at a loss. I don't know how much. I need to look at those accounts and see. But right now, crypto is not bringing me any money. So we got to put the stuff into the account that's going to generate some income. And I'm not going to let stuff that I already bought, right, go away. So push comes to shove, I don't have nothing in here really that can say, oh, well, I can sell this. No, I got to do it in my other portfolio or pull money from my savings account and throw it in here. All right. So back to this position here, right? Spend a few dollars today buying some stuff. And you can see this position, this portfolio is only down $50. No, $36, $50 combined. It's only down $36.62. That's pretty good. We got $1,000 in here. That should cover the car note in a few days, and we'll have some money left over. And after that, I will be transferring the funds over and buying more positions. So we got a couple more days to know what Missy is going to pay in those other positions. And at this point, I have no idea. This is just for today, but overall we're down almost 3 grand. Excuse me, guys. Uh, Let me open that window a little bit. And all in this dark here kind of got me falling asleep. And that's kind of terrible, right? I'm over here talking about money, losing money, and I'm falling asleep. And that's something that's bad, right? That kind of tells you the attitude that I have when it comes to this stuff, right? We can only do so much. And guys, the thing about this is we made it this far, and no matter what happened, we can always redo this, rebuild, right? So it's a process, And with my Fidelity portfolio, right? My Fidelity portfolio that's down today. Even I was looking at my my Roth. My Roth account surprisingly is only down like $1,500 today, right? Um, and most of the other accounts is like $20, $30. Uh, my daughter Roth is down like $11. And I need to see what dividend we got kicked in that I need to buy some stuff tomorrow. She should have some money. Well, she got a couple of dollars in here. I spend the money once it comes into that portfolio. Let me see her regular account. We got $3 in there. So tomorrow I'm gonna be spending that $3 to buy some stuff. So like I said, guys, it's not like we doing horrible. A lot of the portfolios we're doing great. It's just this big account that I have 100 plus position is the one that's really having a lot of issues. Um, you know, 40 almost 40 grand in one day. And compared to the Missy portfolio, Missy, compared to Robinhood portfolio that down 9,000, 10,000 in one day, it's still a lot of money. But, you just got to go follow the process, right? Keep investing and see what happens. That's all I can say. I did buy did buy more Misty today in this portfolio. I bought some CRF, and some CLM. I bought some of that in this portfolio. I bought a share of JEPI and a share of JEPQ. JEPQ and JEPI, I bought one share each of those guys. So I'm still buying. Like this portfolio doesn't have any margins on this portfolio. So you know, I'm going to continue to buy this portfolio, and then I still have money sitting in my. You guys can't see it, but I still have money sitting in my growth account. So I was looking at that today. I'm like, I got like 5 grand sitting in my growth account, right? And then apart from that 5,000, I still have another $20,000 worth of position that I can sell to throw into my growth from my growth portfolio to throw into my regular portfolio. So I mean, like I said, there's still a lot of things I can do. Um, to just make sure that we stay alive, because once the portfolio stay alive, I mean, we're going to be generating income. Eventually, we're going to get back. But if I start to sell off my actual portfolio to cover margin calls, then that's going to be it's going to be kind of painful, because then my income that I worked so hard for in the past 5 years to get to this level, thanks to your uncle Donald Trump and starting to pick fight with everybody that we need, the portfolio is taking a dump. And it's not just my portfolio, the entire market. So it's not like, oh yeah, you invest in high yield. No, it's not just the high yield. Everybody portfolio is taking a dump. Everybody is selling to wait for later on. For me, I'm not selling nothing. I'm not selling shit. Okay, out of my money maker, I'm not selling nothing out of that. We're just gonna keep putting some water in there on this fire to stay alive and collect the dividend. Because the thing about it, guys, you gotta understand, the margins is just money that I borrow, right? So when my position goes down, I just gotta pay back the money that I borrow, so I don't have to sell off the stuff that I bought with the money that I borrowed. So it's still my money regardless, right? But we just gotta stay alive. Okay, guys, as you can see, all the stuff I bought for the week last week, the portfolio went up a little bit, and the stuff I bought today, I think that stuff I bought today already updated. Income went up a little bit in the portfolio, which is cool, right? But what the estimated income coming for this week, I have no idea. And the thing about it is, I might have to sell off. I might have to add more money to my portfolio if the market. Let's say if the market don't recover tomorrow by Wednesday, I would have to sell some stuff in my growth account to add it to my Fidelity portfolio. Robinhood, I got enough money I can transfer into Robinhood to cover that. But if it doesn't do better tomorrow, that amount is now going to increase. Okay, so I mean, what do we do? I mean, we just sit there and watch it, right? If we need to sell some stuff, like I said, I would just sell what's not paying this week, and that's it. And we're gonna get paid this week, and see how much money we're gonna get paid. It's not gonna be a lot. We don't have a lot of Misty, and a lot of other positions are kind of small, but that $3,000-4,000 is gonna help the portfolio, to get through the week. To get through the week, but it is what it is. So, guys, like I tell you guys right now, for y'all who don't have margins, man, you guys are in good hands, because man, right now at the time I wish I like, man, I'm glad that I sold. I moved the margins from my Charles Schwab portfolio. I'm so glad I did that. And I know I've been talking about this over and over, that I'm gonna move my Robinhood portfolio to Charles Schwab. This might be the best time to do that with all the crap that's going on. And then start that portfolio with our margin over, and instead of having to deal with two separate portfolios of margins, I only have to deal with one. So let's make it through this week. If I can make it, we make it through this week. Not if I can. Once we make it through this week, next week, I'll make that decision to, like, you know what, if we're gonna keep the portfolio as it is, or we're just gonna move that portfolio to Fidelity and start up a new portfolio. Well, it's not gonna be a new account. It's the same account. We're just gonna buy things over into that account, and it's going to it's still going to be for the same reason, for her tuition account, but that money, we're just going to be pulling the money from Fidelity into the Robinhood account. Okay, and it's easier. It's I think right. I think it's gonna be easier and less manageable. Now I only have to deal with one account that have margins instead of having to deal with two accounts that have margins. Um, I think, I feel, I know it's the best solution, right? I know it's the best solution for me and my portfolios, right? To consolidate those portfolios. Now, the only difference is if I move that portfolio from Robinhood to Fidelity, you guys not going to see the portfolio except for the screenshots that I do. Because I have multiple portfolios in that account. And of course, I'm trying to keep it separate because I have my kids' stuff in there. I have, my retirement account in there that I don't really talk about because I can't pull that money till I'm 59 and a half. So I just don't talk about the retirement account. Now, keep in mind, right? If I need that money, I can still borrow against that money and pay the taxes and, and put that money into the other account. So, I mean, I have options, right? A lot of over half of the money in that account is from returns or money that I put in there, right? I would say money that I put in there. So about 50 something thousand of that is money that I put in there. So I can take that money while in penalty, and I'm not taking it to go spend it. I'm just taking it to put it into another account. So um, and that should help with the margin big time. Can you imagine if I can't use the like I said I can't use the account till I'm 59 and a half. So now I can pull that money and put it into another account that I can pull out, and the money is still going to be growing. It's still going to grow, and at some point, um, I don't know how we'll get that money back in there because it's been a few years to get to that 100K in my Roth. But for now, I'm going to think about my account that generated me income, the account that I can retire on now. Not I can't retire on 100 grand because they put a limitation on that as to what I can add into the account. I probably could retire on 100 grand in Colombia, collecting, 10,000 $10,000 a month from that account. That should be more than enough to retire in Colombia. But that is 59 and a half. I'm trying to retire like tomorrow. So I need that income now. Guys, this is why I tell you guys all the time, right? Days like this. It's why I'm like, yeah, having those lower yield, those dividend aristocrats and dividend kings in your portfolio helps because look at my Roth, right? My Roth account have over 90 something thousand dollars in that account, but out of that 90 something $1,000 today, we owned it down $1,500 compared to my growth account, my regular investment account that is down $37,000 in one day. Okay, now I know you guys like Edwin. Stop lying, guys. I try to be like I said, straightforward and transparent with you guys about my portfolio, and this is what I have to deal with on a day like today. Now, let me see if I can pull up the other app, Snowball. Come on, let me move my face out the way. Let's go Snowball real quick. All right, so you guys, Snowball usually will have that amount that I'm now. Let's see if it will come close to that amount. There you go. You see, $35,000. And that's for my Fidelity account right there. This one right here. That's the one that's showing right now. And the account is down in value. It's down 14%, right? That's just one day. That is crazy. So eventually, I'm gonna run out of money because the damn market is just horrible. Guys, it is what it is, right? This is why we invest, right? I'm a risk taker, so we gotta take risk, man. We gotta take risk, and we're gonna be fine, right? So no matter what happened, we're gonna be okay because we're doing the right thing. The market is bad today. It's not gonna be bad forever. We just gotta survive through this hard time. That's it. We gotta survive through this hard time, right? So any of my income dropped down from 500 something $1,000, right? From 30 grand a month to 20 grand a month, all to 10 grand a month. That's still more money than I make in my regular job that I have to sit there and work and talk to people and be nice and do all the other extra stuff. Okay? And the level of stress that I have to deal with is completely different. It's kind of funny, right? You would think after losing all this money, emotionally, I'm more worried about what's going on with my daughter, right? And her little sister than I worry about money coming into my portfolio that I will use to take care of them. When I think about my kids, my heart goes doom, 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 doom. When I think about money, I'm like, okay, well, it's just a tool. It's a tool to get to what we need, right? Now we have this system in place that will generate us money for the rest of our lives. Of course, in bad times, it still generates money, but it's not a lot. Well, I won't say a lot. It's still a lot, but we need to keep what we have in the portfolio to generate this amount of money. Okay, guys. So I'm yapping, 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 like you guys be saying. Every talk so goddamn much. But with that said, right now you see the number is 8 million in 10 years. I see those numbers, I get excited, but then I know what's going on in the portfolio, and this is just what we bought today. We spent over $1,000 today, and then a lot of the positions that I own, right, that pay me $10 here, $5 there, $10 there, $1 here, $5 there, $2, whatever. A lot of those positions got reinvested back into the portfolios today. So of course, when that get reinvested back into the portfolio, it increases the income because now next month when we get paid, we're getting paid on a little bit more than what we had. So of course that's increased the ending income, that increased the estimated value from to 27 million. Guys, when I would be more comfortable financially when my net worth is between 5 to 27 million. I would be more comfortable financially. Because right now, I am comfortable, but I will be more comfortable when my net worth, guys, listen, net worth, not how much money I have in the bank, okay? My entire value, what I own and what I owe, right? What I own, and then you subtract what I owe of somebody else. After all of that, once I get to $5 million in net worth, in net value, between 5 and this 27 million, then I know I have made it. Then I know that no matter what happened to me in this lifetime, right, my kids will be set for life. Because with that little bit of money, right, when we get to that point, that little bit of money, I will be able to open a lot more doors and do a lot more things than I could do with 500K or even just $1 million, right? And I've watched a lot of YouTube. I've watched YouTube videos where people saying, "Oh, $1 million is not a lot of money." $1 million is a lot of money. If I had $1 million in cash right now, what's going on in the market right now would be a feast for me. Because every time it drops, I'm just gonna throw 10 grand a day at the market. Every time it drops, I'm throwing 10 grand at the market. I'm buying more positions, more positions, more positions. So in freaking a month or 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, when the market starts to go back up, those funds gonna generate a hell of a lot of income to make sure our lifestyle is freaking great. Okay. Plus, I can take half of that million, put it on an investment property, a commercial property that would be bringing in $20,000 a month in income. When I'm talking about investment, I'm not talking about buying like a 5 unit. I'm talking about buying like a 30, 40 unit apartment buildings. Okay, guys? Because that's the next level. After we get to what we need to get, this next level, other than me buying 1 or 2 apartments in Colombia, 1 or 2 apartments in the DR, the next level is getting to that point where we scale the other businesses that I have. Okay, guys? So, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Okay, remember to like and share the content. Okay, for watching the content. And guys, it's not easy. It's not just us high yield investors that is feeling the pinch. Now, like I said, if you high yield investor and you don't have any margins, you're not feeling anything because you're still gonna get money at the end of the week, right? The only problem is if we invest in something that go to zero, of course, then that's a problem. If we invest in something that they're gonna be doing a multiple split on, yes, that's a problem. That's gonna affect us because we're gonna be losing shares and in income. But other than that, if you're not using margins, you don't have any problem. I will continue to buy like I buy in my charge swap portfolio. I'm continue to buy in that portfolio because I know come Friday I don't have to worry about margin call to put money in my account to cover margin calls. And like I said, next by the end of this week, I will decide if I'm going to transfer this entire portfolio to Fidelity and start over. So I already know what's in here. So if I transfer this, I can transfer some of the portfolios, whatever I want to do. But I need to remove the margins of the account, so I can transfer the entire portfolio, or put $50,000 into this portfolio and remove the margins. So I mean, there's a couple of options. I'm going to see which one works best, right? If I can do that, I might not be able to do it this week. I might have to wait till I get back to the U.S. But by that time, the portfolio is still going to be losing value. But by the time I get to the U.S., if I haven't figured this out, then we're going to have issues because I need to get away from these margins, right? 60 some percent of margins in my portfolio. I mean, that is ridiculous. Okay, so we need to get this number back to where it is respectable. Right now, I don't feel it's respectable. I'd rather be getting that $7,000, $8,000 a month from this portfolio and not dealing with pushing money back into the portfolio every week to cover margin calls. Okay, guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Leave me your comment. Let me know what you guys think. What's going on with you guys? Your ideas. Let me know what you guys think because this is a community that we're trying to build. I don't want to do this alone. I want to make sure we're on track. Make sure you guys are okay. Don't panic. Don't start selling your stuff if you don't have to. If you're not using margin calls, if you don't have margins, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, guys. Love you guys. We'll do this again tomorrow. Hopefully, market take a turn for the best for the rest of the week, so we can recover some of these losses and make it into Friday to collect our dividends. Okay. Peace out.